Morning. It is 9:43 a.m. on the east, 6:43 on the west. This is the breakdown episode 75. Apologies, we're late because of Akil Patterson. He said he wanted to bake some cookies and some pancakes. So we do again sincerely apologize from the G Media network for By the way, anyway, this is sponsored by Unstoppable Domains. You know what to do. Gokhshteinmedia.com. Click the link. And if you want an NFT domain name, go cop yourself one. Um, we're powered by Gokhshtein Media. Yeah, we're powered by Gokhshtein Media. By the way, I haven't mentioned this a lot. Bitcoin 2023. If you're looking to go to the biggest Bitcoin event on the planet in Miami, use promo code GMedia 2023 and save yourself some money.
Hey, David,
Yes.
aren't they in Amsterdam right now?
Yes.
Started yesterday. Bitcoin Amsterdam.
Anybody out in Amsterdam, you can go ahead and save 10%. 10% by using G Media 2023.
What? Well, you gonna turn to the Clampets now? Little Beverly Hillbillies? 23.
Yo, this new schedule of working out is really messing with my mind
Why?
because, like, all right, so by the time I'm finished, it's like 8:50. I take a 10-minute break. Then I'm like, okay, I have enough time to take a shower. I don't take showers for 10 seconds. I take them for about 10 to 15 minutes. And by the time I get out, like it's already 9:35. So I'm like rushing and tripping to get into clothing to get here. Like right now, like it's just like if you see me right now, Thursday, October 13th, I'm just like, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I look like the CPI numbers that came out today, early this morning. 8.2%. Last month it was 8.3%, and now it's 8.2. But the MOM is up 6.6%. Everybody's so confused. They're like, what? What is he saying? I'm saying that we're looking like shit right now. And you
Uh,
know what's gonna happen? This is what's gonna happen. The Fed, the Fed thought that by raising rates, they would kind of like, stop inflation. They thought the numbers would come down this month, and they obviously didn't. It got worse. We haven't seen numbers like this since 1981, the year I was born. Shout outs to 1981. But they're gonna have to raise rates. They're gonna raise it by 100 basis points. You'll see. But that's just gonna lead to, I'm telling you, a global recession. That or they start printing again. There is right now. This is going to be pain. Pain. This is pain. This is what pain looks like. Unfortunately, I'm looking straight into the camera. You're not at fault, nor am I, nor is anybody here within our industry. We're not at fault. Or globally, you're not at fault. It's the 1%. It's the 1% that dictates the narrative. Who got wealthy, not rich, who got wealthy during this entire time?
who got more wealthy?
Who did?
Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Bill
Oh my
Gates,
God. You just
Warren
have a
Buffett.
hard on for Elon Musk. Anytime
I just mentioned a couple names.
I got a hard on, bro.
The Walton family. Those guys all got richer. I said Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk. They're because look, they're already rich, and at this point, guess what? They're going to get richer. Sorry about that.
Wow,
But
right on live TV. You decide to
what?
yawn.
Look, I went out to this event last night. Shout outs to this great organization called Marijuana Matters. But
Marijuana matters? Are you serious right now?
yeah, that's the name of the group. They work on federal policy, Capitol Hill kind of stuff. I want. What is wrong with cannabis being legalized? Nothing. Nothing. Far more people have died from the effects of alcohol than the effects of cannabis.
I almost died smoking weed. I don't know.
David,
I just felt like throwing a wrench in your.
I was gonna say, I was like, were you smoking PCP? That's happened before. Little angel dust, you know.
Listen, this is, I know you want to talk about marijuana, but
I just threw it out there. We can all hear every sip that you take, David. So at least know your microphone's very well high class.
this this news today, it really sucks. It really sucks.
But you knew this was coming. You knew
Yeah, it just
inflation. You
yeah,
know.
but the same people that caused it are still and they're still running things. That's the problem. That's the biggest problem is that the same people that have caused this current situation are currently in the position of power, and they're at the helm to go ahead and get us out of this situation that they put us into, which is funny. It's crazy. It's it's insanity. It really is. You know this. You know, and then you have. There's a comment here about the SEC. I mean, like, we have so many topics to talk about today. Finally, we have something to talk about that I want to touch on. Like, this is the Matrix. I honestly believe the Matrix was a documentary. I don't believe it was a movie. It was a documentary. Kanye West, no matter what you think of him, he had his JP Morgan has shut down his bank account.
Okay.
And we know Kanye West got it's not like
Right.
a few dollars.
Yep.
It's not a few dollars. All right? So like they shut him down. I've spoken my feelings about Andrew Tate, but I don't believe anybody should go ahead and I don't have to agree with I don't have to agree with your opinion, but nobody deserves to get their platforms taken away from them. And they're like, think about it. Andrew Tate went and started talking reckless, right? He wasn't the things he was saying. People weren't used to the shit that was coming out of his mouth. What happened? Deplatformed, bank accounts shut down. Kanye West
Hold on.
starts
Was
saying,
Andrew Tate's bank account shut down?
yes, Andrew Tate had his bank account shut down along with all his social media platforms taken away. Kanye West, Kanye West starts speaking his mind. Whether I agree with it or not is a different story. But he starts speaking his mind. There's something called freedom of speech. He starts speaking his mind. What happens? Deplatform off of one channel, and JP Morgan shuts down his bank account.
Mm.
And everybody wants DCs. Like, really?
So
So
Kanye.
what that means is basically, so I know that you're a little sleepy. What that means is if you speak out of line, if you speak out of line, you will be shut down. Period. So we
No,
need to go ahead and all hold hands, sing kumbaya with each other. Let's sing kumbaya with each other and make sure we speak the same language. Okay. Nobody is allowed to speak outside of the current narrative that is set by the 1%, or you will be shut down.
so funny thing, right? I'm watching at look, I'm watching as a bunch of people who are a bunch of fucking crybabies are calling Bank of America the communist bank.
What does
Bank
that have to
of
do?
America.
Oh,
David, that's what no, that's what they're calling it. It's hashtag Bank of America is communism.
yeah, but what does that have to do with this?
That's what, David, that's what the narrative is being changed to. Go check it out on Twitter. Everything you'll see about Kanye and Bubbles the cat or whatever the fuck that thing is, that QAnon thing. They're like, oh, they've had their podcasts like stopped, and that's capitalism. That's the free market. Private businesses are within their rights to do these types of things. Are they wrong? Probably. But that's the system they're in. That is capitalism. That is not communism. That is not holding anybody back. That is not saying everyone's got to be comrades in arms. Everyone's going to be the exact same. The same people who are complaining about this guy will complain about everything else. They will. I don't, I really don't know what to tell you, David. I really don't.
I have no clue what the fuck you're talking about.
How do you not know what I'm talking about?
First of all, your shirt looks like one of those things, right, where you go into like a haunted, like a theme park, and like the shit's circling, and it fucks with your eyes.
Is directly messing with your eyes.
Yes, if anybody's on YouTube right now, if you're feeling the same way, please let us know in the comments because I'm looking at his shirt and I'm completely just like my eyes. It's like a kaleidoscope. I'm telling you, it looks exactly like that, bro. Dougie made a good point. If we say something that does not fit the narrative on this show, they'll shut us down.
What narrative?
Come
Their
on, Akil.
their bank accounts are getting shut down because guess what? The
Why?
banks are within their rights.
Why?
No, don't say come
Why?
on.
Why? Tell
I'd
me
say the
why.
same thing.
Tell me why Kanye West got shut down. Tell me why Kanye West got shut down.
I don't know, made a bunch of anti-Semitic comments, and now they're like, nope.
What did he say in those comments?
I'm about to call DEFCON 3 on all these Jews.
What does that mean?
About to go ham. About to go
Okay, so what?
off.
Okay, so what does that mean? What if he comes out with a diss track? What does that mean?
Then I guess you got to find somebody to put out. I guess you better call Drake to battle for you.
So Kanye West potentially says, "I'm going DEFCON 3 on Jews," which obviously I'm Jewish, so I should be offended, right? But what if he says, "I'm just coming out with a diss track"? Okay, then we call on, like you said, Drake is half Jewish. We call Drake on,
Yep.
and Drake goes ahead and battles it out with Kanye. They don't see face eye to eye right now anyway. So there it goes. Now what? So what happened? Why? Because
Now
he
there's a rap battle. They just made great marketing, and they're both going to make a shit ton of money.
as soon as he put on the White Lives Matters T-shirt, it
Oh,
was
Jesus.
over. As soon as he put on that White Lives Matters T-shirt, it was done. Done.
That's not
You have
us. We
gone
don't
against.
care. The black delegation does not care.
Yeah, yeah. You don't get it. It's not the black delegation. It's the white one.
You're probably not wrong.
I'm not. You know it is. It ain't the black delegation. It's the white one. Bravo. Have I ever thought about running for House again? I have, but you know what? The chances of somebody like me winning is slim to none. Not that I wouldn't want to run. It's just that there's too much money being leaked into the pockets of those that have been sitting in those seats for 20 plus years now. So the chances of me winning are slim to none. I watched a candidate, Bruce Felton. He ran up in New Hampshire, which should have been, I think, it should have been a victory or easy victory kind of for him, and he lost. So, um, yeah, things will have to things will have to change. Not saying that I shouldn't be the change. Yes, yeah, I'm definitely, and I'm from New York, so you know how that works. I mean, there ain't no chance for me to win. But either way,
What are you
Kanye
talking about? You're
West.
from the island.
I think Kanye West is now being canceled due to the Lives Matters T-shirt, and for
Oh,
saying DefCon.
It wasn't the Jewish comments that got him in. Okay.
Well, that also DefCon 3, which can mean anything. It can mean anything. It could have meant anything. I'm playing devil's advocate. Could have meant anything.
You could look, and I could be thin one day, but it's probably not going to happen.
Well, get up at 5:15 in the morning like I do, and join me as we exercise.
I exercise every day, man. That's why I'm tired. That and the gummy I took last night.
Do you know I'm doing 3 a days now? Not 2 a days,
I
not
know you're
one a
doing
day,
3 days
three a days.
because you're
I
the idiot that decided to want to go do a triathlon. Dumb.
CPI numbers. CPI numbers.
Okay.
Remember, remember. Number one, even if it came in at like 8%, and let's say the MOM came in at like 6, these are not numbers to be celebrated. I see this a lot on social media, people celebrating these numbers. Like, these are not numbers that you should be celebrating. I understand if we get to 5%, then we can start celebrating. These are not numbers that you celebrate. You cannot survive. You cannot get out of this mess. Forget about surviving. You can get out of this mess after you've printed out all the paper, and used up all the ink in the printing machine. You want to go finance a car right now? It's at 8% with an 800 credit score. I was talking to a friend of mine, runs a Bentley dealership. 8%. It used to be 1%. 8%.
Fuck that. I'd
They
rather
are going
walk.
to make sure, they are trying to make sure that you do not spend any money right now. That everybody in the United States of America puts a full stop on spending money. They don't even want you to spend money on food. And by the way, I heard New York is getting some sort of credits or some sort of stimulus package is being put together, just like California. More printing, yo, more printing, yo. Yeah, I swear to God, I should make a hip hop song.
State governments cannot print money.
More money, more money, more money. What was that? Was it more money?
Yeah, more money. Still, the state governments can't print money.
There are no X. By the way, I just want to say this. I'm gonna explain to you economics, and I'm gonna dumb it down for everybody, because you're gonna go into these rooms and people are gonna be talking a language that you're not familiar with. You're not gonna be comfortable. You're not gonna understand it. Here, in layman terms, is what's happening with the United States of America and our current economy. We have printed every single piece of paper we've had. We have given out money to everybody, every single body. It was a band aid. We have not had a recession for almost 12 to 13 years. We continued to put a band aid and more band aids on a wound that needed stitches. You do not put band aids on a wound that needs stitches. That's what was happening. And now this is what you're seeing, the ramifications. Yes, you know what? The pandemic happened. They needed to go ahead and print out some money. Or did they? I mean, it's the first time that something like this happened. I'm not saying it's the first time that a pandemic happened, but it was the first time that it's happened to our generation. And instead of being proactive, we became primitive. We were fighting a virus and we were primitive about it. Printed out all this money. What do you think is going to happen? Have we not talked about Nigeria? I'm just using Nigeria as an example. Nigeria went ahead and printed out money. Look what happened. Look what happened to their entire economy. It collapsed. The United States is lucky to be the greatest shitcoin on the planet. You know what pumped on this news? The US dollar pumped on this news. Pumped. The United States dollar pumped on the news. This is going to be suffering. I'm not trying to scare anybody. I'm just telling you. The Fed is going to do everything possible to choke everybody out. The only people that will not feel any of these effects are those that are obviously millionaires and billionaires. That is it. There is no longer a middle class. There is the wealthy and then everybody who's trying to get by. That's it. It is 10:06 a.m. on the east, 7:06 on the west. This is the breakdown, episode 75. CPI numbers came out. That's what we're talking about. CPI numbers came out 8.2%. You might be saying, "Oh my God, that's lower than last month," but it's actually higher if you look into all the data that has been, made available to the general public. Sponsored by Unstoppable Domains. Also talking about Kanye West having his account shut down with JP Morgan. And Akil Patterson is kind of like he's not well, he's happy about it, but he's not happy about me talking about it. For anybody who wants to join in on the conversation, YouTube link is up on top, pinned to the Twitter Spaces here. You can click on and join in on the conversation. If you do have a camera and you do have a mic, feel free to contact Akil Patterson. Akil Patterson will send you a link and we'll bring you onto the show. Simple as that. Akil, what's going on, man?
Well, thank you for allowing me to speak at this juncture.
Oh
Are
my
you
God! Don't
are
be a
you
bitch.
okay?
Don't be a
Well, I just
bitch.
asked you, are you okay?
I'm okay. I was just trying to help out those that don't understand economics because there's a lot of people that don't understand it. And you're going to go into these spaces, you're going to go onto these channels and you're not going to get it. You're not going to get it because it's not your fault. It's not that you're stupid. We just did not learn this in school. That's really it. The education was not there for it. So I'm trying to help. What? What am I? I'm being. I'm not even joking around today. How about that? I'm usually sarcastic. I'm usually joking around. I'm usually trying to stick something up your ass, but not today. Not today, Akil.
I'm not gonna I'm not gonna dignify that with a response
Okay.
because you're not gonna stick anything up my ass. Uh,
Why you stuttering?
um,
You want to say something, or
I do want to say something.
Kill Patterson looks like
I
he's
still don't. I still
constipated.
don't get it. I still don't understand how people don't see this coming.
See what coming?
Since a recession, I don't understand why people didn't see this coming.
Well, because you had Biden that has gone onto TV and he stated that we're not in recession, and you had the press secretary come out and say, "Well, what do you?" The reporter clearly asked her, "Are we in a recession, or we are in a recession?" She goes, "Absolutely not." And there was a back and forth battle on that, and she was like, "No, absolutely not. We're not in a recession. It depends on how you define a recession." So
Yeah.
we started to change the language on what a recession is.
First off, we never have anything common amongst us when it comes to definitions. Anybody with two set of eyes should have been able to see that there was a recession coming, if not already here. I was under the belief, and I told you multiple times, the recession is here. Kept 10% on the side. I said that for a reason. I said that to tell other people, yo, start being like the ant that gets ready for winter instead of the cricket and the grasshopper who are sitting there playing the fiddle, talking about, I'm just going to have fun as long as it's warm. You got to put in work. Put in the work to get ready for winter. It was told to you. Yo, I told a friend, I was like, don't refinance. Oh, but I got all this money sitting there. Don't do it. You're just gonna be disappointed. You're gonna pay a higher interest rate. Don't do it. Guess what? Dummy did it. He's like, oh man, the interest rate is terrible. And I was like, well, told you. You ain't gonna get the 2.75 or 2.5. You're gonna get the fucking like 6. Don't go buy new stuff. Start recognizing that it's here. Cut back on your spending. Start implementing things that are gonna save you money. Get a space heater. Don't heat the whole house. These are things that you're gonna have to do. It is going to be sacrifices that will be made. But you will survive if you prepare. I'm not trying to give anybody financial advice. I'm giving you human life advice. If you've ever seen poverty, if you've ever faced it, you will start to prepare to avoid it. Do things that make you more efficient. Figure it out.
Well, that's what they want. They want you to stop spending.
Yeah, but because you have to.
No, but the government wants you to stop. The Fed, not the government, even though
The
whatever,
Federal Reserve is not technically the
even though
government.
a lot of people don't know that. People still believe
It's a
that the
private
Federal
bank.
Reserve is
Yeah.
fucking attached to the United States government. But uh, the Feds don't want you to spend. They don't want to. They literally came out and stated that they do not want you spending on food. They don't want you spending on food. Last month, when the 8.3% number came out, they were like, food was up. People were buying food. Yeah, no shit. How are you supposed to live? Yes, it's something called food. Uh, you know, uh, I'm not a Bitcoin maxi. I'm not a Bitcoin maxi. But this is why, if news breaks that Kanye West is taking all his money and putting it into Bitcoin, I wouldn't be shocked.
So
Seriously, I wouldn't even be shocked.
so would that be his death con 3 on the Jewish population?
I don't know. I don't know what he in his head had in mind for DEFCON 3 on the Jew on,
You know
maybe
why?
the
You
high
know why you
Jews.
don't do you know why you don't know what was on his mind?
You really don't like Kanye West. Look at you, how you smile.
He is crazy.
He's not crazy. He's crazy
He
because he doesn't
is
fit your narrative.
crazy.
He's
No,
only
David.
crazy because he
No,
doesn't fit
David.
your
That is
narrative.
not what it is. The man has not been right since his mother passed away.
Okay.
He done stick his dilly in a Kardashian and you come out worse.
By the way, before I don't want to move off the subject, but do you know, like they said early 2023 into maybe 24, that the numbers would potentially go down. That's when inflation will come to an end. Like the numbers would be at like 2%, 3% ish.
Between
And now
2023 and 2024.
I got to get I want to get the stats. I don't have it in front of me, but I don't have my book. But right now they're shocked. The feds are shocked that this happened today. They're shocked. So I'm going to believe them when it comes to when they think inflation is finally going to settle down. And now we have a potential war in our hands where we might get dragged into a war. We're going to have to print money. You know what's funny? There are people walking around right now in the United States of America, just walking around, and they have no clue what inflation is, nor do they have any clue of what a recession is. But they will go into the convenience store, they will open the door to get some milk, and they're gonna say, "Man, th- this shit was like 2.15 before. Now it's like 5."
Don't drink milk.
Man, no, they're gonna blame it on the store. Like, yo, this store's trying to rip me off.
Don't buy milk.
Do you remember going? Like, I remember going into a store, and I remember somebody saying, and this is way back, like 10, 20 years ago, some shit like that. I remember going to a store, and they were like, "Yo, they blamed it on the store. They blamed it on the store." 2008, that's when it was. When we had that crash in 2008, they blamed it on the store. They didn't blame it on the government. They were like, "Yo, this store is ripping us off." How many businesses are going to go out of business now? We're not even thinking about that. How many? Well, how much does it cost to put things onto a container now? To ship from to let's say you have a shipment coming from, I don't know, Scotland to the United States of America. How much does that cost? Yeah, this room might sound doomy and gloomy, but it's the truth. There's no happy things going on right now. There's nothing to be happy about. None of this shit is happy. This ain't funny. This is really not funny. Gas, if gas was going down 2 weeks ago, it's come climbing right back up.
Well, that's OPEC. OPEC did that.
It doesn't, all I'm saying, they're all connected. These
Yeah.
people are all connected. And like I'm saying, the 1%, they're fine. This is fine. For the rest of us, we will feel it.
But the 1%'s the one who's like, oh, it's Biden's fault. Like, it ain't Biden's fault. It's a global recession. Inflation is going on across the world.
This
Can't
started with
blame.
the United States of America.
Bro,
This started with the United States of America, and now
well,
it's
then it
now
started with
leading to a
Trump
global.
and when they started printing money in 2020.
Donald Trump had no. Come on. Okay, let's be real. Donald Trump had
No,
no other choice. Hold
I
on.
told you
It
where
doesn't
it
matter who was
started.
in office. It doesn't matter who was in office.
It started in the presidency.
What do you mean? It started on Obama's administration was printing. Yes, they were printing.
That printing led to the economic recovery.
Oh my. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. All right.
Yo, man left office. You weren't complaining about it. When he left office and Donald Trump came in, nobody was complaining about it. Two
Akil, there's
years of Donald Trump, market starts going down after that. And you're like, what the fuck?
Akil. First of all, the markets were at its all-time highs with Donald Trump in
2
office.
years starts going down.
You have the wrong
It's
data on your
time.
hands. Every single thing while Donald Trump was in office was going up. Just want to
Everything
correct
was
you there.
going to shit.
No, absolutely not. Numbers,
Yep.
stock market, all-time highs with
Sure,
Donald
buddy.
Trump in office.
Couldn't see the wheels coming off. That's why.
Look,
Blinded
it's
by the
facts.
light. You were
It's
blinded.
facts.
You were
Why don't
blinded.
you look? No, no, no.
You were
See, people
blinded.
lie.
You didn't see what was
People
about to
lie.
happen.
People lie.
You
Numbers don't.
are
Go
blinded.
look. Why don't you go look?
You're blinded.
Pull it up.
I just told you.
Pull it. You don't have to tell
I
me.
just
Pull it
told
up.
you.
Pull up the numbers.
I just told you. You're blinded.
I'm not blinded.
The recession
Record.
doesn't start on a Tuesday. It starts two
Record.
months before. It starts 2 years
Record.
before. You see
Record
the
numbers.
actions.
Unbelievable. You know what? You can hate the man, and that's fine.
I didn't
Like
say that. I just
well, I'm
said
just
it
saying you could
starts
dislike him,
before.
you can hate him, and that's fine. But the numbers themselves, numbers don't lie.
And the printing started when?
The printing started when Biden, when
The
not even Biden,
printing
excuse
started
me,
when? Just tell me
Obama.
when the date of the
When
printing
Obama was
started.
in office.
That was economic recovery.
But the printing
And it
started
worked.
then.
It worked
And
once.
they continue to print.
They didn't continue. They actually stopped. But then,
Oh,
hey,
okay. They
another
stopped.
another
Okay.
another
All right.
situation. Let's print some more.
All right.
With no,
All right.
with there was no economy moving.
All right. I totally agree with you, Akil. Yeah. They just Donald Trump has caused all of this.
I did not say it was just. It's. Did you miss the first part of my statement when I said it's not one man?
No, I told you when the printing started, and you're
And
like
I just told you
delusional.
it's not one man. And I said the one printing was for economic recovery during a true recession in the 2007, 2008 era. And then now you're just like, well, we didn't have the same thing going on. So why were we printing?
They've been printing since they've come off the gold standard. Like seriously, Akil, really?
So
There's
who
the
was that
reason
then?
why they got off the
Nixon?
gold
Was that
standard.
Nixon? That
Yeah,
was
but it doesn't
Nixon,
matter
right?
who's sitting in office. I'm not a Nixon fan. I'm just saying in general,
All
it
I'm
doesn't
saying is
matter.
it's but do you not
They've
hear
been
when I keep
printing.
saying it's not one man?
You can print as much as you want when nothing is backed by nothing. Like that's it. It's not backed by anything but debt. Period. Done.
We're not
It's not
arguing on
backed by
that.
gold standard.
I'm just saying that while everyone likes to point fingers at one individual, it is a collective. The Federal Reserve, which isn't even tied to the federal government, like that's where we got to stop saying it's one person. Grow a set of testicles, America, and start realizing that one person is not to blame for all of your problems. The same way y'all say, well, it's not just one white guy who did this. Yeah, you're right. It's not one person. It's not one system. But at least acknowledging something's wrong is the first step in the solution. But we don't acknowledge that there's something is historically and systemically wrong with this country because everyone is too damn selfish. It's not one individual, it's all of us failing this country.
There I don't think people are not acknowledging. People just don't understand. But that's because when do I have to bring this up again and be repetitive? That's because the education was not provided. It's not provided. So how do people can't grasp what's happening? You know what? This is why crypto is amazing because for the first time, people have come in, sat around a bunch of people that they don't know that look like clowns and alligators and apes, and been able to learn about economics. And now people understand what the fuck's happening. Sort of. They sort of have the basics of what's happening. But selfish? Not us. Not
Well,
us.
Well, because of the CPI report, Social Security benefits are to jump
Are up.
now
Yeah,
eight point seven
great.
percent.
Okay, so Social Security goes up. They have no choice but to raise it up. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, this system is so fucked. It is beyond fucked. This is like 2 years to me. This is like 2 years of suffering. It's bad. It's bad. If in the next 6 months we can't lower ourselves down to 6%, it is bad. That's why we don't have time to go ahead and involve ourselves with the problems over there in Eastern Europe between Russia and Ukraine. Let them handle it. Let them boys and girls handle it and stop giving them money. Enough. Turn off the printer
Nope.
and stop giving out stimulus checks. Stop all that stuff.
California can do it. Fourth largest, fifth largest economy in the world.
Okay. Great. You know who pays for that? Everybody. All 50
California.
states. All 50
Californians.
states. All 50
Californians.
states.
No, how about this? How about we cut off the bottom 10? Let's cut off the bottom 10 from any federal aid. Let's see how good the world is then. Let's just cut off the bottom 10. The lowest 10 states that pay the least amount in taxes. How about we cut them off?
Okay.
See what happens.
Let's let's cut off
Because
everybody
the
that doesn't
same
pay.
people that you think are going to be a
Okay.
oh,
Let's cut off the states that don't pay any state tax. How about that?
cut them off. No more federal aid.
By the way, I have to disagree that Social Security is a scam. I don't believe it's a scam. I think when Social Security, if well, I mean, when Social Security was introduced, it was something that helped. It helped
Well, it was based on a. I'm not gonna
during
say
the
it.
Depression. It helped.
Yeah, that whole program work that Roosevelt kind of had. That's why he was elected 4 terms.
Roosevelt did the right thing when he came out with Social Security. That was definitely the right thing to do.
And since then, a bunch of clowns in costumes have tried to convince you that it wasn't the right thing.
So now gas prices are going to be at an all-time high. Everything's going to go up. People don't buy shit coins and don't buy NFTs. That's all I could tell you, man. Don't go into random projects. I'm sitting back here and I didn't even think about this when I was in the shower today. Usually, obviously, I have thoughts while I'm in the shower, but I didn't think about any of this stuff. It's just flowing out today. It's one of those. This is where I can understand if people pull out of Bitcoin. I can understand them going into fiat and protecting themselves. I'm sitting back and thinking about a lot of stuff. And these economic experts, I'm listening to them on Twitter, and I'm just laughing. Like, you want to go ahead and help people, you want to be experts, then dumb down the information and like, or open up a space where you're doing like a 10-part series on explaining how economics works, because the language you're using, it's over everybody's heads. They don't understand. They don't get it. The stock market has been inflated. I'm just thinking. I'm just speechless because like I'm thinking of uh, like there's no way you can win. So like if they print more money, if they decide to start printing more money, then you have they're gonna allow everybody to have more breathing room. If they lower rates, they'll allow for more people to have breathing room, and it'll be kind of like lowering rates would be like a stimulus check to the entire world. So you do all these things, it would be a temporary fix, but just eventually everything would just crash. You go this route, people are just gonna freaking suffer, man. How do they not? You know what? You elect these officials to get into office to help protect us, steer
No,
things
you
in the
don't.
right direction. No, no,
No,
but
you
no, I'm
don't.
being serious. We put these elective officials into office to protect us. To protect us, what I mean by protection is to set the right policies, to put the right policies into place to make sure that we can go ahead and live our lives and that we have the opportunity, that we have opportunities available to us. This is messed up. This is really, really messed up. Yo, this is so the generation that you currently live in right now. This is horrific. If you think about it. If you think about the generation that we live in, this generation has gone through a pandemic, okay?
Dougie,
And now they will
we're in
go
a capitalist society. Just FYI, Dougie. Sorry.
pandemic, inflation, recession all at once.
Okay.
No, I'm saying you have a bunch of young people that are experiencing all this all at once. They haven't
Mm.
been able to live. Like you imagine you just graduated college and boom, all this stuff happened. You had the restrictions, so you really couldn't party or live life. Then inflation, then a recession. It's that's really like, man, these are war stories you're going to be able to go ahead and tell to your grandkids.
Suck it up, Buttercup. Rub some dirt on it, grab a Diet Coke, and get back out and get there and get to work. Sorry about your luck. What do you want me to feel sorry for? No, I'm not.
You don't feel sorry for people that had nothing to do with this?
Sorry. We all,
Wow.
everybody went through it at the same time. That I can't feel sorry about something that everybody went through.
Wow. Kill Patterson,
What?
everybody.
What? Everyone
Kill
went through
Patterson.
it. Can't feel sorry for you.
This is Kill Patterson on the ones and twos right now.
Pretty much, because guess what? I'm not wasting time feeling sorry for people that I don't need to feel sorry for. If you got two legs, two eyes, two arms, and a decent brain, you can figure it out. If you don't and you need help, hopefully somebody's there to help you. You know? Yes, everybody goes through it. Yes, somebody hit 9/11 was there. Okay. Some people graduated and they went into construction management and then guess what? They got hit in 2007, 2008 and got decimated. Every 10 years somebody will suffer around these issues. It's like clockwork. So what are we really saying? We're saying that you've got to bucker down. You've got to find a way to get it done. I know it sucks. I've been there when you come out of school and there's no jobs. But our job market's not the problem. Jobs are needed. There's jobs to be had. People can work. You can find a job. What you can't find is a job that's going to pay a living wage. That's the hard part, especially if you live in a major metropolitan city. You just can't. So you just have to learn that there's nothing wrong with struggle. There is beauty in the struggle. And I know people don't like hearing that, but sometimes out of really shitty pop fucking things, really good stuff pops out. Innovation happens. Games are created. Remember, I talked about gamification during this period of time. Because in every down market, that has been what's thrived. Give them wine and circuses, they said. Keep them entertained. And how do people entertain themselves? Innovation happens. There is going to be a time where this will not be the norm. So be like the ant, not like the grasshopper. Pack for winter, do whatever it takes. Hunker down. Get smart. This ain't financial advice. This is me telling you about real world advice, life. You got to get ready for it. Comes around, goes around.
I so I spoke about the doom and gloom, right? This is
Yeah.
if I was running the Fed, this is exactly what I would do. I would increase the rate by 125. I was thinking about this when I was jotting stuff down. I would increase it by 125. 100 to 125 in that range. It definitely would make people stop spending. There's no way that you can afford cars. There's no way that you can get a house. I am ripping the goddamn band-aid off. I am ripping the band-aid off. I'm not going step by 50, 50, 75, 75. No, 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 no. We need you just fell and there is a cut that needs stitches. There ain't no time for band-aids. We're gonna get the stitches in and we're gonna heal this wound. You know what I'm doing? 100 to 125 basis points until I see some improvement in that wound. Then I'll slowly start going from 125 to 100, 75, 50, 25. But that wound got to be healed. And that, if you go about it that way and you don't print money, that's the biggest thing. If you don't print money, the CPI will go from 8.2 within 6 months. I firmly believe, it will go from 8.2 to into the sixes, maybe even into the high fives. Now, would it shake up the entire economy, global economy? Absolutely, but short period of time. But that kind of stuff has to happen. So I really do hope that the Fed comes out and says 100. I want them to. I want them to say 100. The only people that'll tell you that nope, 100, no, 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 that's too much, are people that have no idea how economics work. It's the only way to stop. It really is the only way to stop inflation. There's nothing else. There is absolutely no other way to go about it.
Wow. David, I think you and I and the people watching right now actually have come to a consensus. Rip the
What's that?
band-aid off,
Rip the
keep
band-aid
pushing
off.
ahead, make shit happen. Like
You
you can't
got
sit back and be scared of about the future, folks. Don't be scared
you.
about it.
My whole thing is like you can't keep putting a band-aid up. So the band-aid, what is the band-aid? People are probably sitting and saying, well, what is the band-aid? Well, the band-aid is printing money.
It has been, yeah. Yeah.
That's the band-aid. It's printing money. So it's like, oh, we'll put a band-aid on it, print money. We'll put here you go, print money. Here we'll go for here's a stimulus check, print money. That's the
No, no,
band-aid.
no. Or yeah, I mean, there's different ways of band-aids. Hey, here's a stimulus check. Okay. Um, hey, here's some federal funds to go build roads and bridges. You know, that's these are things that other nations have done before. I mean, if you really look at us,
Here's a PPP loan, and as long as you go ahead and check 3 boxes, you don't have to pay it back.
a lot of people got
That's what
that money.
happened.
A lot of people
A
got it.
lot of a lot of companies got that money. They didn't have to pay it back. You know why?
Yeah,
They met all 3 boxes.
yeah, it's okay. Those are criteria.
But that's what I'm saying. It's free money.
Yeah,
If you're not paying anything back, it's free money.
I owned a company. I got a payroll protection loan. Those shits happen.
You didn't pay. Did you pay anything back? Exactly. Free money.
I spent it too. I used it.
But that's the problem. It's the printing and not having money being attached to anything that has caused this. I can't
I'm
believe I'm going to say this. Well, I can believe I'm going to say this. Well, Bitcoin is the solution. Bitcoin is the solution. It's not a hedge against inflation yet, like you've been told during the a bull run. It's not a hedge against against inflation, but Bitcoin is a solution.
Leo. Fuck you getting $1 for Christmas. I give you a black eye. How you like them apples?
I remember when making $100,000 was like making $1 million.
Now it's just to get by.
Now to live in New York City, if you make $300,000 a year, $300,000 a year, that's not enough to get by. If you make $300,000 in New York City, it's not enough to get by. You must make at least 350. How crazy. And there is nothing cheap in New York City. Nothing. Not even the hot dogs that Leo consumes. Not even the hot dogs. The hot dogs are like $4 now. Hot dogs used to be 99 cents or 50 cents. They're $4. By the way, by the way, there's actually a bill out there and I think it should pass, right? So if New York City wants to save money, if New York wants to save money, we should only have one license plate because it does save money. You don't have to have labor for two, just one license plate.
Oh, prison labor is really expensive.
No, I just felt like throwing it in there just because the front license plate sucks. But I'm just saying,
And I just said it's like prison labor is really expensive. That's my air
I would
quote.
love to. You know what? I would love to hear some people. I would love to see somebody try to join us today. I want to get somebody's perspective and how do they feel about all this stuff that's happening. Also, well, we already talked about Kanye West. You know how I feel about that. That sucks that he had his, account shut down just because he's talking. It's freedom of speech, not allowed though because he talk and you get everything shut down. By the way, Andrew Tate, I'm not a fan, but you know what? When he went on Pierce Morgan show, is that his name? Pierce.
Mm-hmm.
He went on to his show. He wouldn't allow him to speak. Would not allow him to speak. Would not allow Andrew Tate to speak. Every single time the dude tried to make a point, he got cut off. And when you cut somebody off, you can always make it look like they have no point. PayPal. PayPal wanted to shut people down for PayPal was going. What was it? They were going to fine you $2,500 for saying things that were stupid or basically put out misinformation out there. You
Not
imagine?
PayPal.
Yeah,
PayPal is
PayPal.
owned by the king of things that did. Oh, not PayPal.
PayPal.
Not PayPal.
PayPal put out a message stating that they would fine you basically $2,500 for any misinformation you would put out there. 8 hours later, they took it back.
PayPal is a company run by Peter Thiel. That was never going to happen. That was probably a media stunt.
Go ahead and look it up for yourself. PayPal went ahead and had to come out with a comment saying that uh, they are not going to apply that policy. And then people scratch their heads saying like, why are these people so into crypto? It's true. It's true. There's no fighting this. It's true.
Okay. This is so weird though. PayPal, a Peter Thiel company, saying they're going to fine people for misinformation sounds about as stupid, and I mean this with the most love in my heart. That's as stupid as the Pittsburgh Steelers trying to fire their head coach. That's how stupid it is.
Gary Genslinger went on
No.
to
Oh,
John
sorry, David.
Stewart.
I'm going to let this know that it's not a violation of interstate commerce clause. So if a bank decides to restrict your account, they can do so under their own jurisdictions for whatever reason they choose. They can say that they no longer want your business. They do not agree with you.
That I understand.
It's allowed.
We get
It's
that.
allowed
We get that.
because they're a private
They
institution.
literally came out and stated that if for mis misinformation, you'd be fined like $2,500.
But again, PayPal, run by Peter Thiel, don't get it. Why would you even pretend? Peter Thiel is this whack job that says some fucked up shit. And again, just because he's rich, don't make him a genius.
Gary from the SEC appeared on Jon Stewart's TV show. Excuse me, podcast.
Jon Stewart
Yeah.
for Senate.
So he appeared, and Jon Stewart asked him questions, real questions that Gary dodged. Dodged the entire time.
Why?
Didn't want to go ahead and talk about Wall Street people getting away with stuff, but wanted to go ahead and talk about protecting people in the cryptocurrency space. So I guess people on Wall Street don't need protection, but people in crypto do. That's funny. We don't need protection. We're trying to run away. We don't want none of this. You think we want this? We want a recession. We want inflation. We want to sit here and think about, hey, uh, can't wait until the CPI numbers come out. 90% of the United States, half of literally 90% to 95% of U.S. citizens don't even know what a CPI is.
Do we have to tell them what it is, David? It's a
Everybody's
consumer.
learning. The
Well,
whole the whole thing.
just so people know, a CPI is the consumer price index. Oh my goodness.
The whole thing is people are learning here. People are learning in this space. People are learning economics. It's a good thing. This space is good. Stop stop with this. 2% of people that are coming into this space are bad. We understand. 2% that are in this space right now have bad intentions. That goes for every industry. Bad intentions. We get it. The rest of the people, if there are companies or protocols, excuse me, that are failing, it's only due to the fact that it's the first time they are ever running a goddamn business. People are learning because people are getting an opportunity to do something with their talents. And most will fail. It's okay. But half of those people that fail will rebound and come back making something that's even better than the first thing they set out to do. I want to be here. Your protection that you're offering is for the 1%. It's not for. It's you're offering protection for JP Morgan, you're offering protection for Citadel, for BlackRock, for all these sons of bitches, yet it's not for us. Why are we being told where we can invest our money into? I don't understand this. We are being told where we can invest our money to. Hey guys, it's okay for you to invest your money into alcohol and popping pills and going into a casino. That's okay. We want you to go there. But we don't really want you to go into like Bitcoin and stuff because no no no. You you do something that would actually benefit you and you would have an opportunity to be successful and comfortable. We don't want that. We need you.
All of me needs all of you.
I am so angry. Like I am sitting here tapping the desk, but I am legit angry. Because if you look at everything, if you sit back and you disconnect and you look at everything and you can find a bunch of people that can lay it out for you, you wake up and you open your eyes and you're like, holy shit, what have I been doing? I never saw it this way. And as soon as somebody says a word, that's it. They are terminated. As soon as anybody says a single word about this, they are terminated. They no longer have a platform. Somebody goes ahead and starts yapping about the CPI numbers or gives any thoughts about it, how we can go ahead and correct it. Mute it. I do not feel confident when anybody from the Fed coming out and telling me that everything's going to be okay. That's like being on an airplane with a pilot who's drunk and sniffing bath salts. Don't worry, I'm gonna land this plane. I'm sure you will.
Just not with me on it.
Exactly.
Oh, you coming down one way or another.
No, no, no. But we don't want you. Listen, guys, we want to protect you from crypto because even though crypto, even things like Bitcoin, they could potentially fix the monetary system. No, no, we don't want you to have this opportunity, guys. First off, the people that need to get first shot at this opportunity: Citadel, BlackRock, Fidelity. Control. Control. That's what it's all about. Control. Control. People get so happy with the stimulus check. So happy. Oh my God, look, I got $1,000. That's control. Because now you are dependent on the government. Bravo, I don't care. I'm allowed to speak. The government gives you $1,000. You are now dependent on the government. Hooray! Look what the government did for me. They gave me $1,000. Now $1,000 is probably great in like Alabama.
That's phenomenal.
What are you doing with $1,000 in New York City? Do
Wiping
you
your
know like
ass with it.
a slice of pizza costs like $800? All right, I exaggerated, but if you went to
Dollar
if
pizza
you
is
went
now 250 pizza.
exactly
That's
if
what
you
it
went.
is. That's how a New Yorker judges it. When dollar pizza is like, yo, it's 250 now. This shit's ridiculous. And you used to be able to, this is what you loved about dollar pizza. For like $3 or 275, you get a pizza and a Coke after school. You know? Now kids are like, yo, it's $5 for a slice of pizza and a Coke. $11 for a gallon of milk and a box of Fruity Pebbles.
I'm laughing at what I'm reading here. Yo, 95% of this room will soon be, no matter how much you guys have been DCAing into Bitcoin and Ethereum and XRP or whatever, half of you motherfuckers will be using the Obama phone in the next few weeks. Yo, we go. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. Oh my god.
What's going on?
No, I want to move on to a different subject, but I can't. I can't move on from the CPI number. I feel bad for. This is what I feel bad about. This is what I'm thinking about. We have all these people in Twitter Spaces. You have social media, whatever. Like everybody who's into crypto, you've learned about cryptocurrency. You know what it's here for, what it represents, what Satoshi's vision really was. Right? We get that, and if you've actually have done your homework, you appreciate it. That's 5 to 7% of us. That's only 5 to 7%, and I might be exaggerating with that number. The people that aren't woke, The people that are still in the matrix, that these are the people I feel bad for. That's who I really, really feel bad for.
I want to
Somebody
bring.
who's working 3 jobs already, Akil. Somebody who's working 3 jobs already now has to get 4 or 5. The job, by the way, jobs are available, people. You can get a job. There's no problem. You can get a job.
Hey, David, can I play something for you real quick?
Sure.
All right, just listen to it, okay? Newspaper, or you're doing interviews about how terrible it is to be cancelled, or so I think the word is the wrong word. I think the word should be accountability. I think John Cleese has been very public recently about complaining about what you can say, and I just think it must be, and it must be very hard to be a man of a certain age who's been able to say whatever he liked for years. You hear what it said?
No.
So that was Graham Norton, and he basically said, it's got to be hard to be a person of a certain age, to have said whatever you've wanted for so long, and then all of a sudden, someone now holds you accountable. He says, it's not cancel culture. It's accountability finally for our culture that should have been doing this years ago. I think we have to start recognizing that we have to hold ourselves to higher standards than we have, David. And I think that's being economically resourceful. I think that's also being, socially mindful, to be respectful. We used to have this thing called peace and tolerance. And I know it sounds real cliche, but when you use the words peace and tolerance, it was more like, hey, respect people enough to leave them alone. If somebody says something to you that you just necessarily don't agree with, you just kind of like, all right, what it is, and you move on. It's almost as if our economic situation is turning into a global catastrophe, because we still fail to recognize that not everything is about us and not everything's for us. There are people that are going to be getting some. There are going to be people that get very little. You work your best to do your advocacy to make sure that it's equitable and as possible, not equal, equitable. Because equitable ain't fair. Reasonable isn't fair. Not everyone's going to get everything. Not everyone's going to get a bailout. Not everyone's going to get reparations. Not everyone's going to get a student loan. Not everyone's going to get opportunities to go on to college. Not everyone gets everything. But making a more equitable society where people can get something out of it. That's going to be the tell-all in the in our case as we move forward in this world. I'm saying that right now because I know that people are frustrated. I really do, David. I really get that people are frustrated. But this economic situation isn't going to go away if you just start acting like an asshole. So I think we need to work towards common causes, be there for our neighbors, come up with reasonable solutions, and remember, tough times don't last, but tough people do. You got to stay on that mindset right now.
I'm on that mindset.
Just bunker down, folks. Get ready for winter. Start doing things that you didn't think you needed to. And tell your friends. Tell them the same shit. Tell them to get ready because this is no joke.
Your friends don't get it. I think I don't know if I'm the only one, but like speaking to my friends in real life, they don't get it. They still think I'm crazy. I mean, I get why. But they think I'm crazy about being in Bitcoin and Ethereum and the space in general, buying NFTs of apes and shit. And they think I'm nuts. They really I see it in their faces when I speak to them, and when you look into somebody's eyes, like really look into somebody's eyes, they're like, "Yo, this guy's fucking nuts." It's the same way that I would look at somebody who would play who literally, if you would come up to me and tell me you played World of Warcrafts, whatever that game's called, I think you're crazy. It's like those people that dress up and reenact the Civil War. I think those people are nuts. And that's how
Oh,
I
okay.
feel like people look at me the same way. So that's why you can't have that conversation. I had that conversation a few weeks ago, and I had people staring at me like it was like deer in headlights. That or like this guy, inside of their heads, this guy with a New York accent, this guy over here,
This guy over here.
yeah, this guy over here, mental, mental. By the way, I want to say this also. I see a few cats out here on social media talking about, yo, all these old coins are dead. Yeah, you said the same thing in 2018. You said it about Cardano. You said it about all these cryptocurrencies. None of that. They all came coming back. Gary V, by the way, your hero, Gary V, said that only three cryptocurrencies would be left back in 2018. It's on YouTube, so you can go ahead and dial it up on YouTube. He said like three to four cryptocurrencies would be left. And what happened? More cryptocurrencies came out. And the ones that were supposed to die, like Cardano's and the Polkadot, whoever, the ones that were supposed to be taken out, they're still here. They are still here.
I'm not gone.
One of them is
Ugh.
attacking. Somebody's attacking Sailor.
Right now,
Somebody, yeah, today was attacking Sailor, and to me, like, bro, Sailor didn't make you go in. Sailor didn't make you go into Bitcoin, and if he did, you're stupid. If you went into Bitcoin because of Michael Saylor, you're stupid. I've been in Bitcoin way before Saylor. Like I don't care about like Saylor to me. Saylor does not provide. Saylor is not singing the message of. I personally believe when you read the text, the messages that Satoshi left for us, the messages that Satoshi left on Bitcoin Talk, white paper, everything that he left, Sailor does not represent. And I don't. That's with no disrespect, but that's the truth. Go read the messages. I guarantee you, if Satoshi, he or she was here today, they would he or she they would go and have a mindset of, hey, I developed Bitcoin, but ultimately, whatever cryptocurrency it is that takes us there, God bless. I guarantee you that would be the mindset. Obviously, sailors going to talk about Bitcoin all the time. When you have how many billions of dollars he had? How much billions of dollars does he have in Bitcoin? We're talking about billions of dollars, right?
I mean, yeah.
Of course, they're going to talk about it. This is the time for everybody to get super smart. Stop going into shit rooms. And what I mean by shit rooms, shit posting rooms where people are just talking about garbage. There's no alpha being dropped in these rooms anymore. If you want to go into these rooms and just play around, God bless you. And you know what? Maybe you need a room like that once a month where you can just let off and be a kid again. Just let off. But right now, if you're smart, this is an opportunity at the same time, even though shit does look bad, this is an opportunity for you to go ahead and get yourself that generational wealth. Only, only if, only if you stay away from all this other bullshit. What's the saying goes? Well, how's that saying go? You are what you surround yourself with. No, no, it's something like that. You are what you surround yourself with.
You're the reflection of who you are surrounded by.
Whatever that shit is.
I was like,
Either
I
way,
don't know. Yeah, you're a reflection of who you're surrounded. You are a reflection of your friends, of the friends you keep, and shit like that. That kind of thing, or the company
you
you
hang
keep.
out you hang out with people that well, you know what? I would say you hang out with people.
not that kind of meal, Ross. You are what you eat.
Okay, Leo finally for the first time in his life said something interesting. Tell me who you hang with and I will tell you who you are. But he didn't spell it right. Serious. Show me your friends, I'll tell you who you are.
Okay,
It's 100, it's real, 100%.
you're right. You stop hanging around dudes that ain't doing fuck all. I
You stay in spaces with shit post all the time that all they do is like make fun of people. Great. That's who you're going to be. Don't get angry. Don't get angry when everybody else is making money and you are unable to attain generational wealth. Don't get angry. I'll even say it for myself here. Are you ready? For a few months, when spaces first open up, instead of, well, I was doing my Bitcoin Ethereum thing, but instead of jumping in and really doing research on some NFTs, or maybe even some other protocols, I was just being stupid, dumb. I could have been acquiring bored apes. Instead, I was on spaces for 9 hours talking about, I don't even remember. How about that? I don't even remember what I was talking about. It had nothing to do with economics. It had nothing to do with finances. That for sure I remember. Time and place, time and place. And if you don't learn from the hiccups, you'll never learn anything. And it is 11:13 a.m. on the east and I don't know, 7:13 Is it 7:13 or 8:13? 7:13,
8:13.
8:13
8:13.
on the West. This is the breakdown, episode 75. We're breaking down the CPI in layman's terms. I'm sure there are other rooms out there that are breaking it down with experts on the scene. My name is David Gokhshtein. That's Akil Patterson. Powered by Unstoppable Domains. Platform given to us by G Media. By the way, so like, I want to come out with the ninjas, right?
Yeah. Been waiting for
But
those.
I feel like it's not perfect. So like now I'm like starting to like hesitate.
Oh, that sucks.
The storyline is great, but I'm hesitating. I'm sorry, Leo. Leo's upset.
Why is
Well, I
Leo
know nothing can
upset?
ever be perfect. Nothing can ever be perfect, but I also wanted to the shit represents me, so I want to make sure. Yo, by the way, Ring. Hey, Ring. I don't know if anybody else has Ring, but fuck Ring. I don't give a fuck about a missing cat. I don't care about a missing cat, a missing parakeet. Stop sending me messages. I've already turned off alerts, and all I'm getting is missing dog, missing parakeets, all this stuff. I don't care about it. Don't care. I don't care if you lost your raccoon. Don't care. I don't care if you've seen a raccoon eating out your garbage. I don't care. Stop sending off the messages to everybody in the hood. We don't care. I'm trying to figure out, I'm trying to figure out the economy. Motherfuckers sending me notices about, does anybody know who owns this cat? I don't know, nor do I care. I don't care. Somebody had the audacity to send a message. Has anybody seen my golf club? Sure, I was driving by, sort of something silver, like really? People really have the audacity, bro. Shout outs to everybody that's tuned in today. Appreciate you guys very much. Shout out, yo, our numbers are growing on YouTube. We appreciate you guys for tuning in. So, have me and Akil sit here and, talk about what's happening in the world today. Obviously, today's a little bit more serious. Today's a more serious topic. It has to be. It has to be. It must be. And we must push the narrative out there and tell people to open up their goddamn eyes. Man, you guys got to go pick up the phone and call your families and tell them, like, guys, like, look into crypto. Let me help you. Look into crypto. As soon as the Learn Crypto section has new updated material up on, the G Media site, I'm going all over. I'm all over the place pushing it. Lost, really lost for words. But we have a special appearance here. We have an appearance from Sir XRP the Magnificent. Is that?
Powered by Unstoppable Domains, in a world where David Gokhshtein and Akil Patterson combine forces to discuss on the breakdown. Monday, Thursday, 9:30 a.m. Eastern. Will Lizzo reach out for the food? Will Joe get back on the bike? And what the is going on with this crypto market? We will learn and we will see. Thank you, everybody. Mr. XRP. Just here to say, my salute to the YouTube fam.
Mr. XRP, do you have any updates on XRP for us and everything that's going on? XRP versus Cardano, Charles. Any updates?
Yes, I think that I kind of like Charles Hoskinson. Them there Cardanos. And I know Keel kind of gets excited, gets the tingles when he thinks about the ADA, but I think Repo's gonna go it's gonna go pretty high. It's not financial advice, blah 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 blah. But I think that them there XRP, is making moves. I like the name, I like X, I like R, I like P. So just based on those tokenomics, the fundamentals, I think that we're looking pretty good.
Mr. XRP, what do you think about the NFT market?
Yeah, I think the NFT market is looking pretty good. My name's Chester Bloomfield. I'm over here in Louisiana, just tending to the trucks and the farm out here. But I do think that the PFPs, I like the apes, like them there apes. America.
Oh, what, what do you think about the CPI numbers that came out today?
Yes, I don't know. CPI price go up, price go down. Little bit go up, little bit go, John McAfee, he said, you got to be careful, my brothers, my sisters, the price, don't get discouraged by the price. It's the long term.
I can't.
But I am ready. I am ready. As a rebel, I am ready to join the forces in the militia. I know Akil is ready. He has the experience. He has the athletic experience. We are ready to band together. To move forward against the SEC, and we will make our stand.
Who exactly is we?
We the people. Community token.
But who exactly is we?
Yes. We will come together. One community. We will come together and stand against Mr. What his name, Mr. Gansley, Jerry Gansler. We will go against Jerry, and we will put an end to his shenanigans. Tired of this BS. Oh, he spin the wheel. He spin the wheel. What am I gonna do next? I spin the wheel. What is this nonsense? I feel like I'm in Mario Party. I feel like I'm in Mario Party. One day you land Bowser, the next day you land Bowser, the next day Goomba come, he take all your coin, and you go back to the McDonald's shift.
Last question. Where the fuck did you get the? Are you wearing a? What the fuck are you wearing?
No, this is attached to me. Do not assume. Do not make assumption that this is glasses. This is a very high tech ornament, because Christmas is coming, and I want to let everybody know Merry Christmas in advance, Happy Halloweens, and Yak Shamash, as Sasha Baron Cohen would say. Very nice.
On that note, Mr. XRP, thank you very much as always for dropping by the neighborhood. I can't. I fucking can't. Oh my god. I needed a laugh. I definitely needed a laugh. Oh my god. You okay?
Yeah. I'm just making a schedule.
It is 11:23 a.m. on the East Coast, 8:23 on the West. This is the breakdown. 75. Holy shit! I can't believe we're going triple digits soon. That is crazy.
Woo!
I want to first of all, I want to give a shout out to everybody that's taking their lazy asses off of spaces and you know, switched applications to come see us here on YouTube as we discuss you know, obviously cryptocurrency, NFTs, web3, CPI numbers, economy, Kanye West getting shut out by JP Morgan, and you know, Nikhil feeling okay with it. Um,
You're right. I do.
I was gonna say something, but I held back.
I wish you would say something. I wish you would say something.
I would. I would.
Say something.
What you think? I'm scared, bro? Come on. You know me
Feeling
better than
froggy and
that.
leap.
If I'm feeling froggy leap, yo, say less. Say
say,
less.
say. That's how you know that's how you know somebody's your friend. They be like, all right, say less. Let's go. Let's go.
Fuck around. Yeah, exactly. Fuck around
Yeah.
and you'll find out.
Here's your fuck around, and over here you found out.
Exactly. Exactly.
The more you fuck around, the more you gonna find out.
Yo, can you tell me what's the latest with the Dow Jones? Where are we at with the Dow?
The Dow this morning.
Yeah, where's the Dow out right now?
Let's
Dow
see.
Jones must be down. What is it, down 1,000 points?
No, it's 328.
It's how much?
328.
Down or up?
Yeah.
Down? What's Bitcoin at?
Bitcoin is at 18,755.
Amazing. Amazing. Yo, there are a bunch of people that are sitting back and like praying that Bitcoin goes to 12,000. And here's the craziest thing, besides my hair looking all crazy right now. The crazy part about that is, number one, if it were to hit 12,000, these people would not buy in. They just want to be right. That's crazy. To me, I find that nuts.
Alex Jones is down more than the Dow. You're absolutely right about that one.
How are you gonna, yo, that verdict was crazy. Like $975 million. Where's Alex Jones gonna have? Are you kidding me? He's gonna be broke for life.
Good. He made money off of lying off of dead children. Fudge. Fuck him. Like, no, like this is wrong. And you knew it. He knew it was wrong. He did it for greed.
By the way,
Families are impacted.
should I grow out my hair and should I grow out my hair long and do a man bun?
If you do a man bun, you and I in this show are through. We're
You don't
just
think I would
done.
look sexy in a man bun?
You do a man bun, and you know this show is over. Your whole network will come for you. You will turn into one of those hippie elite of fascists. I'm not jealous, Leo. I'm not jealous. Don't need a man. Black guys don't have man buns for the most part. So how am I jealous? David did clean shave a couple weeks ago. Didn't go too well. Looked like he was 10. Got carted everywhere he went. Couldn't get on a ride on Coley Island.
Can I say this though?
What?
I shaved literally shaved off my beard, and I look like I was 10.
That's what
What
I
does that
said.
say?
You
The
couldn't get a
genetic
ride at you couldn't get on the ride at Coney Island if you tried.
Middle Eastern don't crack.
Black don't crack and brown don't frown.
I will now grow out my hair.
Oh God.
I will grow out this black. By the way, I just want to let you guys know, when you eat right and you exercise all the time and you take care of yourself,
Your Johnson gets
you could,
bigger.
besides that, you could still have black hair. Just letting you know.
I will not do a man bun challenge with David. He is on his own with that.
Let's grow out our hair.
Oh, you really trying to fuck around to find out, huh? You grow out your hair all you want. Oh yeah, in Movember. Yeah, where men aren't supposed to shave.
I ain't gonna shave my ass. And on that note,
I do not feel
11:29
attacked.
a.m. What?
Huh?
No, I was gonna go and say it's 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. 8:30 Pacific. This has been the breakdown, sponsored again by Unstoppable Domains,
Get
powered
yours.
by G Media. Thank you so much for everybody. I mean, like, the crowd just keeps getting bigger on YouTube. We seriously, I really do appreciate you guys coming on and putting us on this pedestal and allowing us to talk and chiming in. Thank you to Twitter Spaces for those that are still lazy and don't want to move over. We appreciate you as well. I'm trying to find a way where Akil, when he speaks, he's not staticky. Still trying to find the way there. But
I sound
thank you.
staticky to you?
Yeah. They keep saying you sound staticky, but who cares about you? It's about me. So
Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah. Wait. Hey, listen, I'm meeting with the producer today. Um, he did Top Chef, and he's coming over here this afternoon. We're gonna set up some podcast equipment, start getting ready. He's gonna do a couple things. I'm pretty excited about it. Really, really excited about it. So
me too.
actually, I'm gonna have two podcasts. That's how this is gonna end up working. I'm gonna end up with two podcasts, David.
Great.
I'm gonna sit here with you in the mornings.
This is not a podcast. It's a show.
Oh, this is a show? Oh.
Yeah, stop calling it a podcast. This is a motherfucking show.
All right. Well, I'm here with you in the mornings and then doing the other one. Oh man, we're about to put in some work. We're about to put in a lot of work.
By the way, I want to give a special shout out to Haley. Haley's in the room. I see her in the room. Haley is going to provide super necessary material for the entire community. So I want to give her a shout out.
Oh, she's almost done with her project.
I haven't talked to her in a while too, and that should be. I've been so tied up, Haley. I'm so sorry, but I just wanted to give her a shout out because that information is going to be super necessary for anybody who is actually serious about taking this opportunity and running with it. And what I mean by that is you have this opportunity in cryptocurrency. You can either take it, run with it, and see what happens, or I don't know. I guess you can sit in rooms and fucking shitpost all day long. The decision is yours. But at least we'll have it available for you in terms of some wonderful fucking educational material. So on that note, I will throw the mic to you, Akil Patterson, and have you send this all on your, or all of us on our merry way.
Thank you again for joining us here on The Breakdown, episode number 75. Fifth, 75th, 75th, 75th episode of The Breakdown, brought to you by the Unstoppable Domains. But as always, folks, remember, treat yourself better than someone else did. And remember, if someone hasn't told you that they love you, remember that I just did. My name is Akil Patterson. That's David Gokhshtein. Have a great day and an even better tomorrow.
Did you just do the shack?